Gather close, my friends, for I have a tale to tell, a tale of magic, temptation, and the search for one's true self. It begins in the mystical forests of Ionia, where the very air is thick with ancient power, and where the boundaries between the spirit world and the mortal realm blur. This is the story of Ahri, the nine-tailed fox, a creature born of mystery and magic, with the grace of a fox and the soul of something far more powerful, something untamed. But behind her enchanting beauty and cunning lies a dark hunger, one that threatens to consume her very being. Ahri's journey is one of self-discovery, filled with twists of fate, the pull of temptation, and the weight of choices that will shape her future. Follow her as she searches for answers about her origins, the magic within her, and the true nature of her power. Will she embrace the hunger that defines her, or will she find another path? Join me now as we uncover the legend of Ahri the Nine-Tailed Fox.
I don't remember much about the beginning. There are flashes, bits and pieces of memories, like fleeting dreams, too hazy to hold on to. But I know this. I was not like the others. I could feel the magic running through my veins, wild and uncontrollable, and yet it felt familiar, like a part of me that had always been there. I didn't know what I was, but I knew what I could do. The villagers, they called me spirit, fox, and mystic, but I was none of those things. I was more than that. I could manipulate the very essence of life itself, draining energy from others, feeling their emotions and desires, taking their very souls into my own hands. It was intoxicating. At first, it was like a game, a playful exchange, a glance, and then I could feel their essence, their fear, their love, their regret. It was all there, within their hearts, and I could take it all. They were so fragile.
Long ago, in the wild and untamed lands of Ionia, a creature was born from the mystical energies of the spirit blossom. This creature, neither fully animal nor fully spirit, was Ahri, a being with the grace and beauty of a fox, but with an intelligence and power far beyond that of mere mortals. Ahri's appearance was striking. Her fur shimmered with an ethereal glow, her 9 tails swaying with a delicate yet commanding presence. But Ahri was no ordinary creature. She was a Vastaya, one of the Ai, many magical beings that once roamed the land. The Vastaya were beings of both flesh and spirit, born of the world's natural energies. Ahri's origins were unknown, even to her, but she was no stranger to the raw, chaotic magic that flowed through her. She spent her early days wandering the Ionian forests, guided by an innate sense of curiosity and a longing to understand the strange powers she felt surging within her. But it wasn't until a fateful encounter with human villagers that she truly began to understand the nature of her own existence. One day, as Ahri wandered through the human villages, she came across a group of villagers preparing to defend themselves from a band of marauding soldiers. These humans were armed, desperate, and terrified. The sight of their fear awakened something inside her, a primal hunger. As she stood at the edge of the clearing, her 9 tails twitching in anticipation, she realized that there was something alluring about their fear, something that tugged at her very soul. Ahri, in that moment, did not just see their fear, she felt it. And with it came a deep, overwhelming urge to consume that fear until there was nothing left. She stepped forward and the villagers saw her. Their reaction was immediate, a mix of awe and terror. Ahri's power for the first time was fully unleashed.
I remember the rush, the sheer exhilaration of it. I stood there watching as their fear rose, so pure, so vibrant. I could feel it surging through me like a wave of energy. I reached out with my power, and in an instant, I was within them. I pulled their essence into myself, tasted their hearts, their desires. It was magnificent, and then it was over. The village, once teeming with life, fell silent. They were lifeless, drained of their very being. I didn't understand it at first. I thought I was just taking what I needed, just feeding. But what I took, I could never give back. The look in their eyes. That was the moment I realized something dark had begun to grow inside me. I had always felt a strange pull, this desire to understand, to be whole, to find answers to who I was. But with each life I drained, with each soul I consumed, that pull grew stronger, and the more I took, the more I lost myself. I couldn't stop. The hunger, no, the need grew insatiable.
Ahri wandered deeper into Ionia, a journey fueled by her hunger, a hunger she couldn't ignore. She encountered more villages, more people, and each time she drained their life force, she was left with an emptiness inside her, a gnawing feeling that there was something she had lost, something irreplaceable. But in each soul she consumed, she found fragments of answers to questions she had never asked before. It wasn't until she crossed paths with a wise spirit, an elder Vastaya, that she began to understand the true nature of her being. The elder explained that Ahri's power came from the balance of life and death, from the emotions of others. The Vastaya were protectors, not predators, and Ahri's hunger could bring destruction not only to others, but to herself. Ahri, for the first time, saw a glimpse of what she could be, a being who could control her powers and use them for more than just consumption. She began her journey of self-discovery, learning that her magic was not just a tool for destruction, but a part of the world's natural order.
When I met the elder Vastaya, something inside me shifted. I had always believed my magic was just mine to command, a power that came from the deepest corners of my soul. But he showed me something different. He told me that my powers were not just to take. They were part of something greater, a cycle, a balance. You are not a monster, he told me, his voice gentle but firm. But if you continue down this path, you will become one. His words hit me harder than I expected. For the first time, I felt guilt, regret. Was I truly just a creature of hunger? Or was there something more to me, something I could become? I'm not yet sure what that answer is, but I will find it. I will learn to control this power, to understand it, before it consumes me. I may not know who I am entirely, but I know I am no longer just a creature of hunger.
Ahri's journey was not just one of self-discovery, it was one of redemption. She began to learn control, to temper her instincts, and to harness the power that had once made her feel like a predator. Along the way, she encountered those who would become both her allies and her foes. Yet deep inside, the memory of the village she destroyed, the lives she took, would always haunt her. Her path was never certain. But with each step she took, Ahri came closer to the truth, that her magic, her hunger, could be a force for something greater, a tool for understanding, healing, and even forgiveness. Her tale was far from over, and the nine-tailed fox would continue to search for answers in a world that still did not fully understand her.
I am not a monster, but I am far from perfect. The hunger still calls to me, whispers in the back of my mind, tempting me to take just one more soul. But I won't. Not again. I've learned that there is strength in restraint, in understanding. I am Ahri, the nine-tailed fox, and I will find my place in this world, even if it means facing the darkness within myself.